You've been picking credit cards completely wrong. You're over here obsessing, is it 3% on dining or is it 4% on dining? Meanwhile, you're leaving hundreds of dollars on the table. Today, I'm going to prove it to you with real math, with real tools. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at credit cards the same way again. Here's what nobody's telling you on these best credit card videos. Everyone hyperfixates on the 2%, the 3%, the 5% on particular categories, but it's actually the least important number on the card. The thing everyone should be looking at, the most powerful thing on a credit card, is the welcome bonus. And I built a free tool that calculates the math and shows you exactly why. Let's be generous and say you spend about $2,000 a month on a credit card. When we calculate through Cardocrat without the welcome bonus, you'll see firsthand that the Citi Double Cash card is going to be the number 2 ranked card behind the Robinhood card, which earns 3% back on every category. But here's the problem. The welcome bonus of the Citi Double Cash is only $200 after $500 spent. The Robinhood card does not have a welcome bonus. So when you turn on the welcome bonus offer in the calculator, you're going to see completely different results. And I'll show you. So now we flick the welcome bonus on, completely different results and completely different math. You see here the Venture One by Capital One is now the best ranking card. Why exactly is that? Well, it earns 2% back just like the Citi Double Cash, but its welcome offer is way stronger. If you spend $4,000 in 3 months, which is very easily attainable, you get $750 back in points or cash back. And we can go down the list and see how far down the Robinhood and the Citi Double Cash card gets. And you have to go very, very far to find it. And that's because the percent back is not the most important category. Now that was just a simple example, but you can go in yourself and put in the math of all your expenses and you'll see a similar result. You'll see the cards that offer the highest welcome bonus are typically on the best ranking for the value you'll get back on your normal spending habit. And typically the cards with no welcome bonus will always rank at the bottom of the list every single time. Even if they're, for example, that Robinhood card that earns 3% back on every single category, every single purchase. The Apple card is another card that earns 2 to 3%, and that's always at the bottom of the list in my calculator as well. The percentages just don't add up. If you're spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 annually, and you're using just one card, 1, 2, 3% back is not going to ever touch a welcome bonus. But you have to be careful. When picking a card, this is why my calculator is very important. You want to make sure that if you're going to hit that welcome bonus, it's going to be through natural spending habits. The last thing you want to do is sign up for a card where you aren't going to spend that money naturally, and then you're forcing your way to buy things or do activities or travel when you wouldn't normally do that, and you're just blowing through money. Yeah, you get the welcome bonus, but you might have spent an extra 2 or 3 grand that you didn't technically need to spend. And that's why my tool is so great. You can plug in every natural spending habit, and the tool will regurgitate exactly what card would be best for you if you stuck to those natural habits. There isn't just an annual category. You can even notch it to 6 months. You can even notch it to 3 months. I personally get a credit card every 3 to 6 months to optimize the welcome bonus. So being able to particularly pick 3 months and 6 months is a great tool as well to know what my next card's going to be after I hit the welcome bonus on the current card I'm holding. And what makes Cardocrat's tool so great is it tells you if you are in range to hit the welcome bonus. And if you scroll down, some cards like the Amex Platinum require $12,000 spent in 6 months. Well, that is about $2 grand a month, not unreasonable to spend. But if you go into the 3-month category, you might not hit that welcome bonus if your expenses are low. It's really important to scroll all the way down, see all of your options. Some of the cards might be in the negative because the annual fee is really high and you don't hit the welcome bonus. Like the Amex Platinum will be negative for most people in the 3-month window. Make sure you're thorough, look into it. Now I know some people might not have a high enough credit score to access the higher level cards, so that's why there's also a credit score filter as well. Remember, the reward percentage rate or cash back on every purchase in particular categories is the appetizer, the welcome bonus is the full course meal. Obviously, the percentages on what you get back on spending is important, but the welcome bonus is really the only thing that matters. And now that you know that the welcome bonuses are the most important thing, my next video is going to tackle what particular ecosystems you should go through first. Till the next one, I'll see you soon. Subscribe.